the privileges and rights of a man, but you get no responsibility of a man?
Well, we have different responsibilities. Like the woman's responsibility is to like support her man.
Yeah, but they don't do that anymore.
Well,
I mean, just now I said obey. I said the term obey, and immediately it pissed you off. Like I said, obey.
It didn't piss me off. It didn't piss me off. The term obey is like you're doing something like like a parent to a child. That's obey. Like sit down, stand. Like but that's you're in timeout. That's okay. Obey. Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, I think, and that's exactly how I think men need to treat women. We need to treat you guys like kids because you guys are basically. Let me explain what I mean by this. Women, right, get to behave like adults when it suits them, but when it's time for accountability, they don't want to deal with the said accountability. You guys are able to say, oh. Let's say you get in an altercation with your guy, right? And you punch him, and then he shoves you or something like that. Women could go out and play the victim role and be like, oh, well, you know, he hit me, which I'm not saying hitting a woman is ever okay. Never, it never is. Yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is that you guys get the same rights and privileges as men, but then you can go ahead and absolve yourself of responsibility like a child when it suits you.
Makes sense?
No, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't?
No, it really doesn't.
You don't agree?
Does this make sense to anybody else?
No.
I don't know.
I feel like
am I the only one that's going to talk?
What you're trying to say about
it. Okay, let me ask you this then. You said that you had a career where you were working in nightlife, right?
Yeah, I still do.
Okay,
yes.
you still do. Now, let's say you decided to leave the nightlife and rely on your husband for financial aid. Would you be able to do that? Would you be able to leave and he would support you?
Me personally, I like to provide for myself because I don't really want another human being telling me how to live my life.
If you left, could you do it and it wouldn't change anything? Your husband will still stick by your side.
I don't think I'd be the same person. Why would someone want to, if they met me working and doing something, and then now I have to change for them, that's not who I really am.
Financial level.
Please listen to the question.
Okay, financial level.
Please listen to the question. I'm simply asking you. Let's say you got tired of nightlife. You said, I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay.
I'm going to go look for another career field. But you need a few months to do that, so you'll be unemployed.
Okay.
Would your husband leave you?
He shouldn't.
But would he? He probably wouldn't. I would argue probably wouldn't.
I don't know.
He probably won't.
What, this day and age, maybe. These guys out there, I'm telling you, it's like, they'd probably be like, okay, bye. I don't know.
I'm assuming there's be a high likelihood he probably wouldn't leave you. But if it was to go the other way around, you would leave him though.
No, I don't think so. If you see your man is working hard and he's doing the right thing. No, I mean, look.
How long?
Yeah. Well, keyword she said, you see him working hard. But let's say he said, I don't want to work anymore.
Okay, for example, I'm going to give you a hypothetical situation. Maybe this happened to me and maybe it didn't, okay? But like if I was with my man, he supported me, brought me to a place where I'm financially doing well, and he taught me so many things. And then he invested in, let's say real estate, and then the market crashed and he had to declare bankruptcy. Would I leave him? No.
Maybe not immediately, but at some point you will.
Well, what if I said that maybe happened to me? So and maybe I didn't. What I'm saying is,
husband?
I'm not going to get into the details, but a real woman is not going to leave her man because he just has a small period of where,
You're missing the point of my point that I'm trying to make. I'm saying if you decided to leave the workforce, it wouldn't hurt your ability to keep your guy or retain your guy that much. But if he left the workforce, it would absolutely hurt his ability to retain you. So in other words,
I don't know if I agree with that. I don't know. I don't agree with that.
I 100% agree with that.
Like men and women have different burden of performance. Like no one gives a fuck about a woman's career. You guys care a lot about our career though. We don't give a fuck about y'all's social status, but you guys care a lot about our social status. We have a measurement of success. Men must become successful. We have to do something right to get women. You guys don't have to do anything. Just exist. That's what I'm trying to say here. So when I say that there's no burden of performance and there's no responsibility on women, but you guys have all this power and authority, that's what I'm trying to say. So you could be successful if you guys want, but you can also be a stay-at-home mom if you want. So you have the choice. We don't get that privilege.
It's called leverage. We do. You're right.
It's called living life on easy.
Leverage.
So that's
well, it's a job to stay home and look after kids and do things.
Okay, yeah.
Keep the house
you
in
just
order.
said about chivalry and whatever and traditionalist. I completely agree with what you were saying because have you ever this is so whatever, but you notice how guys call their girls princess or that's a nickname. When the fuck have you ever heard someone call their man a prince? You know what I mean? Oh, my prince. That sounds fucking gay. If you're talking to a child, no, the man is supposed to take care of the woman, and that's how it's always been. And I don't necessarily think that we shouldn't have rights. I think we should have rights, obviously, to vote, whatever. But we have always been put in that place to be taken care of, and we should be taken care of, and that's just how it should be.
Well, I don't know about should. Because it used to be that women were worth taking care of, but most of you guys are hoes now. So I don't. I think
everyone is.
And this comes back because she was saying like, "Oh, men aren't men anymore." Well, here's the thing: why are men gonna fight to be men to take care of women that we have hoflation?
Facts.
Women are more promiscuous now than ever. They don't respect you. When you say the term "obey," they look at you like you're crazy.
But that's all around.
But it's like, why the fuck am I gonna sit here and support you when you don't even listen to what I say? That's crazy to me. Like I think women need to.
Depends.
No,
you could be promiscuous and
you
still be
literally
a
did
good
right when I
person.
use the term "obey," and I'm like,
I said
The word
listen instead of obey. It's a different.
it needs to be obey. Like I'm not gonna bust my ass to become successful to have bitches talk back to me. Like I'm be honest with y'all. Like guys that like bust their ass to get to a certain point, we don't want to listen to women talk back or your opinions or anything. Because quite frankly, most of you guys don't have anything smart to say. If I'm being real, like very few women can actually have intellectual conversations where, damn, I learned something from talking to her.
Wow,
no
you've had
offense,
some
not
really,
all.
really bad dating experiences, I think.
Nah.
It's not all.
Yeah,
not
I
all.
feel so
bad
bad
for
for
him.
him.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hold
feel
on.
bad for you.
I'm sorry.
Financially,
for you.
women are not the most adept. Just keeping it
What?
real.
It's not all women, but what I am saying is that most women tend to not be interesting, and the most attractive girls tend to really not be interesting.
Yeah.
And why